sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
For the Chargers.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. From just inside, it's really a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jordan Evans. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw ball going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Chargers' 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. And this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Chargers here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
He was tackled at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's brought down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
second down. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Made by Jordan Willis. A pickup of 2.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This one caught at the 6. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
At their own 27-yard line. The
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Burt sets up to throw it. Rashad Jenkins picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's blocked at the 7-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Keenan Allen. Come on. Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A fairly short kick from the 15. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Coverage is intercepted. It's the far Seahawk Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. The kicker here is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Going on the ground with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Chargers.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Yeah, we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. the offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. As he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Prime time, baby.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in a chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, the calls gave me a bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll make the throw. It is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's going to have to hook up to Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Zone now. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the ball. This is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Florida Seahawks, Thomas, and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.